With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is knocked down from the side. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time running out here on the play clock. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Rodgers going to throw. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, here's Rodgers. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback.
You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythm?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, 36 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And
the Chiefs are going to get him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. 30, 20, 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 82 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th position. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Got some space here. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers get a score closer. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. On first down, Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Keith Mumphrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Give him 30 yards there. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Offense faces a third and medium with 6 yards left. And again, it's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's always a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around this sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Keith Mumphrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Flushed out right. Lets it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, 626.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Jump
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom. 319. Check. 26. Hurry up. Over. Keep that right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot at 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Rodgers operating from the gun. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Rodgers now on 1st down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Rodgers now throwing again. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
319! 319! 319! All right.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Montgomery. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 85 yards. And they take a knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Bennett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first.